Well, since I got the camera out, I might as well do a little shop update. This is what I've been dinking around with most of the winter. I think the last time I did any videos, I was painting some of this stuff. This is John Deere 210. It's got that Kohler 241. Got the PTO bracket to put on yet. I didn't put this on yet. Look how nicely my paint job turned out. For a part that will probably get all beat up when when the belts start rolling on it again. I don't know. I really don't want to say too much about this now. It's basically the engine's in. I've started it once. Runs good. Needs to be tuned yet. I have this. I don't have the governor figured out quite right yet. But other than that, it runs pretty good. And I probably do have to dink. I rebuilt the carburetor, and I do have to dink around with that yet. But and I couldn't get it fully tuned. I couldn't find my tachometer, my small engine tachometer. Then when I did finally find it, the battery was no good, and I put a different battery in, and it wasn't working right. So I got to figure out what the hell's going on with that yet. But it's in, it works, no leaks, which is good. Though I only have one issue, which I kind of assumed I was going to have an issue. This muffler, it leaks around the thing there, and I don't know if I just needed to get a new muffler clamp or what, but it's not tightening down around it, as you can. Oh, it is pretty tight right now, but it definitely does leak, so something needs to change there, which I think I had to pull this back out to get that bracket for the PTO back on anyway, so it's not a big deal. Plus I need, I think when I ran for about 10 minutes, so I think in the rebuild book it said run about 15 minutes, then retorque the heads. So I need to pull that back off and do that yet. But otherwise, it's going to sit here until it gets a little bit warmer. I think since I've gone this far, I painted the engine up. And I did a little bit of painting on the frame, just the part you would see it after you put all the body panels on, just to make it look good. Like I said, I'm not trying to do a concourse restoration on this thing. I did a little painting back there where you see. I had to run all new fuel line because like the fuel line that was there was like petrified. So I did that. And I don't remember this thing ever had a fuel filter or not. I thought I had one up here, but I must have thrown it away when I took it apart. And of course, all I could find at Napa was the big old honking ones. So I had to put it way back here and zip tie it to the frame so it was out of the way. Which I guess it'll be. I guess that's not a bad spot to put it. It's just you probably have to take the deck off to get to it very good. But if I do it every year when I take the deck off, it'll be alright. Assuming I keep the tractor, which right now the way it's looking, more than likely I'm going to sell it this spring and get me a. I haven't decided yet. I'm either thinking of getting like a subcompact, like a 1025R, or like an X500 series, maybe even X700 series. The thing I don't like about the X700 series is if you're gonna pay 11 grand just for the basic tractor, you know, why don't you pay a little bit more and get a subcompact? Is the way I kind of look at it. So I think right now it's like, do I get an X500, get a bunch of attachments with it, or do I get a subcompact? I don't know. It's kind of one of those things, like, I know I'd probably use it if I spent the money and bought the bigger, better tractor. But at the same time, it's like, X500 I could pay off a lot quicker, I don't remember if I said, but I haven't started putting any of the body panels out yet because I think since I already did the side panels, I might as well just scuff that up, put a new fresh coat of paint on it, scuff up the hood back there, put a new coat of paint on it, and then paint up like the battery tray here. Then get the side panel for the console over there. And the rest of the side console here is kind of a pain in the ass to take apart. But I might just get froggy enough where I'll tape everything off and put a fresh coat of paint on all this too. Just might as well, since I'm this far already. Maybe I can get a couple more bucks out of it when I go to sell it. But yeah, that's about all I've been thinking around with lately.